You know, we're standing in front of our building, and in America we still have freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and freedom of assembly. And although some people will say, get out of our neighborhood and try to drive us away, and we have to remember an open-air preacher named Yohanan Hamadbil had his head cut off. But Yeshua said there was no greater prophet. And he told us, he commanded us to go out into the highways and byways and compel people to come in. He doesn't say just sit around in your building and wait for them to ring the doorbell. People are lost and they don't even know how lost they are. We have to go and preach to them. You say, yeah, but maybe many of them won't listen. Well, listen, friend, we leave that up to God. We have to obey Moshiach. He commands us to go out into the highways and byways. And so that's what we're doing today. We're having our service basically in front of the building. And we're photographing it on YouTube. And my wonderful piano player and singer, she's probably going to be out here with her mobile equipment doing that next Sunday, and we're going to have a street meeting and compel everyone to come in, because you see, Yohanan Hamadbil, he actually stated that everyone must become a ger, proselyte, convert to Moshiach, and make teshuvah and get in the proselyte bath. Now the Pharisees said, we're not going to do that. And Yeshua went out into the highways and byways from Dan to Beersheba and did the same thing. And then he sent out the 70, 2 by 2, to do the same thing. And so this movement was an open air movement. And when Shaul, the Shaliach, when he got to Athens, what do you find him doing? Exactly the same thing. And on Mars Hill, he's speaking in the open air. Now, I'm talking today about becoming one of the Gerim of Moshiach. No matter what your ethnic background is, no matter what your religion is. We're not talking about religion. He says, go into all the world and make Gerim Talmidim of all ethnic peoples in the name of Ha'av, Haben, and HaRuach HaKodesh. And we know that that's going to happen with many people. But how can they hear without a preacher? And how can there be a preacher unless one is sent to the open air? And that's where we're going. Amen.